Messages. Why is that light? We need more light. Let there be light. Let me move this. Maybe I can bring this down. What do you think? We need more light. Oh, now I can't see anything. My goodness. Oh, maybe we'll move it like that. There we go. Is that a little bit better? A little bit better? There we go. Hey, so I've been getting quite a few messages lately, and I was having a conversation with a buddy of mine yesterday. So I've been getting lots of messages, and I had a conversation with a buddy of mine yesterday, and they're all around not getting notifications, not getting notified when this show goes live, which, I mean, if you think about it, right, we've been going live since January of 2018, 8 years, going on 8 years. And you would think the platform by now would be like, yo, this guy goes live and these types of people like to watch the show, and we should probably put the show in front of those types of people. But for some reason it doesn't, never has. And so I did some research and looked it up just a little bit. And what it says, for what it's worth, I don't know if this would be helpful for you or not, but basically what it says is if you go back to where you're following this profile, it's got to be this profile, which is my personal profile. It's got a picture of me and my daughter, Savannah, in the picture, not the profile that has me on stage. Two different profiles. But if you follow that profile, and then there's an option to be notified every time I go live. And if you've already clicked that, basically what they're saying is unclick it and then go click it again. Like go into my profile, unclick that you want to be notified whenever I go live, hop out, and then go back and redo it again. They're saying that might help. I don't know. Tara Hope says, my notification is knowing you're live at 5:30 in the morning every day. Well, that's great. Thank you. I'm glad that that's happening for you, Tara. So if you are not getting notified, but you want to get notified, go back, do it again. If you are getting notified, then make sure you tag all your friends and notify everybody else, because there are people that watch this show every single day that are having a very hard time finding the show. Now, my friend Toomba said something interesting to me the other day. My friend Toomba, he said, because I'm always saying like the enemy's always attacking, right? It's a positive, powerful show, and so we're always in a spiritual battle. He said it different, and I liked how he said it. He said God is reminding us that He can give it and He can take it away. I've always framed it as like the enemy is stopping us from delivering a message. He framed it as God is reminding us that He can giveth and He can taketh away. And I thought, man, that's right. I want to give the glory. I want to give the glory to God. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Scott Simons? How you doing, Patricia? How you doing, Maryland? I'd rather give God the credit and say God's in control and He's keeping us from going live than to give the enemy the credit. So thanks for that, Toomba. Anyways, if you're not getting notifications when it comes up to the top, just turn off the fact that you have notifications from me. Go back in and do it again. Let's dive in.
Good morning and welcome to the #1 morning show in America. I am your host, Glenn Lundy, husband to 1, father to 9, author, speaker, and the founder of 800%.life. It's 5:30 a.m. and it's time to rise and grind.
Hey, the lighting's being a little funky this morning, but hey, that's all right. That's because we're coming to you live from a hotel room, which normally when I'm at the hotels, we go to, I go down in the lobby or whatever, but this is a pretty big suite, so I figured we were okay here. Today is Tuesday, that's Taco Tuesday, February 17th, 2026. That's right, it's Tuesday, February 17th, 2026, and I am coming to you live from Northampton, Connecticut. I'm sorry, Northampton, Massachusetts, just on the other side of Connecticut. I'm coming to you live from Northampton, Massachusetts, a beautiful city that has been around. This city has been around for 400 years. It's crazy too, because you can like feel that, you can sense that, right? Like the roads are super tight. The shops and whatnot are quaint. The buildings are quaint, right? Like it feels like this, like the whole city that we're in right here kind of feels like it was built for the horse and the buggy. You know what I'm saying? Like the roads were horse and buggy roads and people walking roads. They weren't cars driving around type roads, if that makes sense, right? And it's really neat because you can feel, you know, in a city that's been here for 400 years, you can feel the presence of generations of people that have walked the streets over the years, that have built businesses over the years, that have had big dreams over the years, that made their dreams a reality over the years. Like you can really sense and feel that presence. And yesterday, we got the opportunity, me and my buddy Sam got the opportunity to hang out with one of those family owned and operated businesses that was created by someone at some point in time, generations ago, who had a dream. But we got to hang out with the Tommy Car Automotive Group. Now, Tommy Car Auto, they have Volkswagen, they have Hyundai, they have Genesis, and they have Nissan. Those are the four brands that they have right now. They had a Volvo store, but they sold their Volvo store. So they have Hyundai, Volkswagen, Genesis, and Nissan. It has been family owned and operated for 3 generations now, and currently owned and operated by Carla and Tommy. Amazing people. Carla and Tommy, truly incredible human beings. And so yesterday we invested our time with them for the entire day, and it was truly inspiring. Like for real, this is an inspiring group of individuals, like a hodgepodge of characters that can only be found in the car business. And if you're in the car business, you'll know what I mean when I say a hodgepodge of characters. There's something special about the car business. There's something special about the type of people that end up in the car business. There's something just very, 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 very unique when it comes to yeah, they sold their Volvo store. There's something very, very, very unique when it comes to the car business. You just get a wide variety of characters. There's kind of a low barrier to entry. It's an easy access point. Certain skills are celebrated and rewarded in the car business that aren't always rewarded in other industries. And so you just end up with an incredible hodgepodge of characters. Like everybody from Lily, the intern who we met yesterday, to Julia, who does all of the social media for the group, to Jack, one of their salespeople. Jack, guy was an absolute comedian, to Brandon, the part-time salesman. You've got Brandon, the part-time guy, who also sells roofs and also sells real estate. And then you have Grant, the distinguished. Had a powerful conversation with Grant. I like Grant a lot. And then you have Deshaun, and you have Ray, and you have Xavier, and you have Cedric. These are all the young bucks that are on the up and coming young bucks. They could go either way, man. They could turn into the best things that ever happened on planet Earth, or they could end up being some deadbeat that runs, you know, just depends on which way they decide to put their mind, because these guys are freaking powerful. And then you have Anissa and Frank and Chris and David and Omar and Mike. These are like the old heads that are aspiring for new vigor in their careers, but these are like, the old heads that kind of run the show, the veterans. And then you've got BDC Mike, who's a freaking beast. And then you got Jeremy, who's like an OG with the organization. And then you've got Steve, the steady, right? And then, of course, I've got my man from South Africa that's got a full-on South African accent. Like, it's such an incredible group of guys and girls that are just ready to take on this industry, which I believe is the best industry on planet Earth. I really believe that. Like, I love automotive, and I love being around inspired humans in the world of automotive. Now, isn't that crazy if you're kind of thinking about it just a little bit? Isn't that crazy, right? Like this thing, love, right? This emotion, this feeling, love. Like, you can literally love a job. You can love a person. You can love like food. You can love an experience. You can love a ride that you like to ride on. You can love a place that you like to go. You can love yourself. This week we're in a series called Love Me, Love Me Not. And we are really like going deep on this thing called love. And yesterday we talked about how love isn't anything soft. Love is something incredibly strong. Love is not rainbows and butterflies. Love is a fierce, powerful, passionate emotion. And so we're going to continue to dive into that this week. But or today, I should say. But before we go any further, you know what we got to do on this show. Let's go. We got to do some dancing on this show. For those of you that know, and those of you that don't know, this is the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. That's right. I need you to hit that share button, because I believe if we can change the way people start their day, it'll make a massive impact on this planet. I truly believe that. And sometimes all it takes to change the way somebody starts their day is for you, yes, you, to hit that share button. This is also the part of the show where I want to say good morning to you, and I want you to say good morning to me. Whether you're watching live or you're watching on replay, say what's up, and I'll say what's up back. Now listen, more than 95% of you watch this show on replay or listen to the podcast or catch it on YouTube. So if that's you, I don't know that you stopped by unless you dropped it in the comments. On the lives, I can see people popping in and so on and so forth, but I can't do that on the replay. So make sure you say good morning on the replays, no matter where you're watching this show. That way I know you stopped by. Robin Price, good morning. Great to see you. Robin Welshans, good morning to you. Bella Rigby is in the building. Tony Schmidt, good morning. Thanks for being here. Kevin Masciantonio is in the building. Thanks for being here. Trisha Rue, thank you for being here. Christina Howard is in the building. Spencer Nicholson in the building. Tara Hope is in the building. Nathaniel Banks is in the building. Patricia Frudenberg in the building. Kimberly Hatfield in the building. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Melvin Rodriguez is up in here. Mike Larkin is up in here. He was talking about me in Clubhouse the other day, apparently. Michael Barrett is in the building. Dwayne Moser. What's up, Dwayne Moser? Thank you so much for being here today. I greatly appreciate it. Valerie Stone is in the building. Thanks for being here, Valerie. Kurt McFarlane. What's up, Kurt McFarlane? Thanks for being here. Paul Brindley is in the building. Jody Tibbs is in the building. That's right. Plan on winning today. Let's go, Kurt. Let's go, Kurt. We gotta make that happen. Yo, thank you guys so much for being here. And again, those of you that are on replay, what's up, Maria Michelle? Those of you that are on replay, thank you so much for being here. I greatly, greatly appreciate you. Drop a comment. Let me know that you stopped by. All right. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. All right. Real quick, hey, we're here 5:30 a.m. Usually we have a little bit better lighting than we do today, but we are here at 5:30 a.m. Monday through Friday, Eastern time, bringing you motivation, education, and inspiration for about half an hour a day. Now, if you can't catch us live, obviously you can catch on replay, but also you might want to, what's up, Eric Hall? How you doing, Rich Pintrick? You might want to come join the 800% Life Facebook group. This 800% Life Facebook group is 24/7. This is where we have motivation, education, and inspiration 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This is also where we're going to start announcing 800%.life events that are going to be starting to pop up all around the country. This is where we take our online community offline. This is where we take digital connections and create actual connections. And history has shown in this particular group, when we bring people together, equip them with the tools they need to succeed, and inspire them to be great, amazing things happen. Amazing things like giving words. Virginia, where my guy Eddie has connected with Liza, and through Eddie and Liza, they're now giving away, helping single mothers get transportation that they desperately need to be able to get jobs and so on and so forth. There's John Doe and why am I blanking right now? Oh my God, Mindy, John Doe and Mindy, right? Met through our group, and just an amazing couple, travel around the world doing amazing, amazing things for young people all over the United States of America. It's absolutely incredible. The Breakfast with Champions Club that came together on Clubhouse, and actually they're going to be together in Chicago, I believe it is, for Creative Con next week. I won't be able to make it because I'm actually speaking to some high school kids in Georgetown, Kentucky that day. So unfortunately, I won't be able to make it, but they're coming together and creating events and so on and so forth. So it's really powerful when this community comes together offline. And so make sure you're a part of 800%.life Facebook group. That way you can see and learn all the different things that we're doing and how you can plug in and become, have deeper relationships with everybody that's in this particular community. Does that sound fair? All right, cool. On that note, let's continue part 2 of this series. Love me not. All right, here's what you need to know right out the gate. Love does not always feel good. Go ahead and write that down. Maybe you're a note taker. You're like, love does not feel. Wait a minute. What do you mean it doesn't feel good? Love is supposed to feel good. What's up, Chad Custard? It's supposed to feel good. Why is Glenn saying that love does not feel good? So I'm just here to tell you, love doesn't always feel good, bro. My early mentors in the car business, Jason Kitts, Scott Baugh. Not so much Scott as it was Jason, which I have a picture of Jason, but I can't seem to find it this morning. But my mentors, Scott Baugh, Jason Kitts, my original mentors in the car business, dude, Jason used to kick me in the freaking teeth every single day. Every day. Every day that dude would kick me in the teeth. Now, for those of you that maybe aren't from the car business, you don't know what that means as far as kick you in the teeth. Like, it's not him actually taking his foot and kicking me in the teeth, but I want you to think about what it would feel like to get kicked in the teeth. And that's basically how they would that's how Jason would make me feel every day. He would make me feel like he was kicking me in the freaking teeth, bro. Like, just imagine laying there just yeah. Did he kick me in the teeth every single day, bro? My wife told me multiple times early in our relationship to get my ish together. She was like, look, bro, you got to get your ish together. You know what I'm saying? You got to fix this. You got a problem with this. This ain't going to cut it. We ain't doing this. Like, I had this business when my wife and I first got together. I had a business where I was running a free poker league. And I was running a free poker league, and I was in bars and restaurants every single night. And I was drinking every single night until like 3 o'clock in the morning, every single night, and partying it up. And then here she is pregnant. We're having a baby, and she looks me in the face and she's like, hey, look, bucko, we ain't doing this. You got a kid, dude. Get your crap together, like, for real, right now. And then when I didn't get my crap together fast enough, she was like, I'll just start hanging out with old boy over here, which he didn't have his crap together either. But she's like, I'll just start hanging out with old boy over here. I'm like, well, that don't feel good. I don't like that. Hold up. Okay. I see you. I hear you. I get it. Let's get rid of old boy, and you and I are gonna figure this out. Right? There was a point where I was homeless where my mom told me I can't come home. I want you to think about that as a mother telling your kid that you can't come home. I want you to think about that as a child, your mother telling you that you can't come home. Love don't always feel good. Because see, these Jason and Scott and my wife and my mom, like these are some of the most impactful people in my life. And these were like by far the most pivotal moments of my life. These pivotal moments of my life, Almir, they didn't feel good. They didn't feel good. And that's the reality about love, is love doesn't always feel good. And here's the problem, is that too many people in today's day and age, I watched a video from Gary Vee yesterday, and Gary Vee was talking about the next generations of kids and some of the things that we as parents did to make these kids freaking soft, bro. Like, too many people walk away when something doesn't feel good in today's day and age. Like, we are literally living in a culture right now that teaches you, like, hey, if it hurts you, it's hate, right? If it hurts, it's hate. If it challenges your belief, then it's toxic. It's got to be toxic. Everyone should just align and agree. And if you believe it's so, then it's so. And anyone who doesn't go along with whatever it is that you've convinced, or whatever it is that you believe, or whatever it is that you feel, or whatever it is that you're experiencing, if anybody doesn't go along with it, they're toxic. Get away from them. Our society is teaching that to be confronted is to be disrespected. And I'm just here to say, dude, that's not love. That is not love. That is ultimately people choosing what is easy because they don't want to be uncomfortable. They don't want to do the hard thing. Like, that's not love. It's just choosing what's easy. And here's the thing. Growth doesn't come through easy. There's no growth through easy. There's not. Like, go to the gym. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to the gym and just make sure that you do what's easy. Don't lift anything hard. Don't increase your heart rate. Don't do anything. Like, just do easy and see what kind of results you get. Or go into a job and just find like the easiest things to possibly do and see how much you get paid for doing the easy things. Like, it's not how it's built, dude. The system does not reward easy. That's not what happens. So listen, this thing called love, it doesn't always feel good, but I mean, we got to have this conversation this week, because you and I and our kids in this culture, in this society that we're in today, dude, everybody's got to get, like Ramon said in the thing, dude, we got to get a backbone, right? Where's everybody's backbone? Like, it's crazy what culture is teaching right now. Because here's the truth about love, right? If you love someone, you don't let them stay where they are if where they are is not unlocking their full potential. I'm going to say that one more time for those of you that want to take notes. If you love someone, you cannot let them stay where they are if where they are is not unlocking their full potential. Like, it's your job. If you love someone, it's your job to make them better. Like, that's your responsibility. Dude, my kids, like, and your kids, right? If you think about kids, when it comes to our kids, we correct our kids, right? Why do we correct our kids? Is it because you don't love them, or is it because you love them? Because guess whose kids I don't correct? I don't correct anybody else's damn kids. If you're over at Target or whatever, I see you at Target and your kid is just acting a fool. You know what I see? You know what I see? I don't go over and correct your kid because I don't love your kid. Like, I love everybody, but you know what I'm saying? I don't love your kid. So I'm not going to go correct your kid because I don't love your kid. But here's what I am thinking in my head. I'm thinking, dang, if that mama loved that kid, she would freaking do something about that. That's what I'm thinking. But I love my kids, so what do? I correct my kids. You love your kids, so what do? You correct your kids. My team, I love my team. I love my team. So because I love my team, I have standards in place. We have standards of excellence within my team. Like, we have two, what's the word I'm looking for? Policies. Policy number 1 is always act in the best interest of the company. That's policy number 1. Policy number 2, adequate performers will be graciously asked to take their talents elsewhere. Those are the 2 policies. You want to be average and work for me? You can't. It doesn't work. I love you too much to allow you to be average. We have a standard within our organization, and you will rise to that standard, or I will kindly ask you to go somewhere else. Out of love. It's not hate. It's not confrontation. It's not toxic. It's not being disrespectful. It's no, I love you enough to not let you stay where you are. That's it. So listen, I love my kids, so I correct them. I love my team, so we have standards in place. And I love myself. And when you love yourself, you have discipline. Discipline is required to truly love yourself. Because here's a truth. Ready? Here's a big truth. I want you to write this down. I want you to put this on your note. I want you to screenshot this, whatever you got to do. Listen, love without standards is neglect. And see, most people won't reject love, but they will reject what love can expose in themselves and in others. Like, you know, when someone tells you the truth and you get defensive. My wife has this certain aspect of her. We call it Lawyer Leslie, right? Lawyer Leslie, the reason we call it Lawyer Leslie is she'll sometimes make a mistake and she knows it. She'll sometimes do something emotionally, or she'll respond in a way that she knows that she shouldn't have, and she'll know that's the case. But when confronted on that, guess what she does? She continues to defend her position. It's just a natural thing for her. So we call that Lawyer Leslie. Like, Lawyer Leslie will be like, she's sticking to it no matter what, bro. Even though she knows she's wrong. She'll just stick to it, right? And a lot of people are like that with love, man. They reject it. They're like, no, don't tell me the truth because and they'll get defensive. And here's where ego, this thing called ego, enters the conversation, right? You heard the word ego? So ego now enters the conversation right there at that point, because ego wants praise, ego wants applause, but love only wants growth. That's it. I want you to think back to the last time you were confronted. The last time somebody confronted you, maybe they disagreed with you, maybe they have different politics than you, maybe they have a different belief system than you. The last time that you were confronted, right? Where you were confronted and someone said, hey, maybe you should speak this way instead of this way. Maybe you should say it this way instead of this way. Maybe you could possibly do it this way versus doing it this way. Maybe you could think about it this way versus thinking about it this way. I want you to think about the last time you were confronted. Was your response, who do you think you are? Or was your response, thank you? Because, see, I don't know specifically about you. I could guess. I don't know specifically about you, but here's what I know. I know that I was shaped by those that told me I was sloppy. I was shaped by those that told me I was lazy. Ramon said, love lawyer Leslie. I love a good argument, even if I'm wrong. That's right. I was shaped by those that told me I was too angry. I was shaped by those that told me I was unfocused. I was shaped by those that told me I was a deadbeat. Those are the people that shaped me, and I hated all of those people at the time. I hated all of them. But now I love those people the most. I absolutely love those people the most. So listen, stop worrying about whether something makes you or someone else feel good. Instead, ask yourself, is this making me better? Like, if someone loves you enough to tell you the truth, you should probably lean in on that person. I'm just saying. Because love builds. And building sometimes requires pain and things that hurt. This series this week is Love Me, Love Me Not, because we're discussing, like, is it love? Is it not? Because it doesn't feel like the Hallmark Valentine's Day love when your mom tells you you can't come home. It doesn't feel like the Valentine's Day heart rom-com when your girl tells you get your ish together or I'm out of here with David. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel all, lovey-dovey, hearts and cupids and roses. Doesn't feel that way when you're looking your kid straight in the face and saying, hey, bro, you're grounded for 2 weeks for this particular decision, right? Like, doesn't feel like the movie Love, but it is love. It's the best kind of love. The love where you care enough about another person to not allow them to stay where they are. The kind of love where someone cares about you enough to not allow you to stay where you are. Listen, I love you. I do. I absolutely stinking love you. If nobody's told you yet today, I want to be the first. I absolutely stinking love you. And it's because I love you. I will always tell you. I will always tell you the truth. And I will always push you to more. Progress equals happiness. And if you ain't progressing, you ain't pushing, you ain't growing, you ain't elevating, you ain't learning a new skill or tapping into a new vibe or expanding the essence of who you are, I'm going to be the first person to get up in your face and say, look, bro, get your ish together. Ladies and gentlemen, that is today's episode of Rise and Grind. I'll be back tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. We'll do it all over again. Peace.